and welcome to How to Make Money in 3D Printing. And today we're going to be talking about craft fairs. I know it sounds weird, and I've actually done one, so I've have some experience with this. Now, first question is, what is a craft fair? Well, essentially, let's take a look at some pictures here. Any place can put up some sort of craft fair. The one I did was at my church. They said, "Hey, we're going to have a craft fair." I'm like, "What is that?" So, some tables, a little awning. It's almost like a swap meet, if you will. However, they're not all the same. Now, the tables and your product on the tables is pretty consistent throughout, but some are indoors, some are at a park. It looks like this one's at a park. Ours was at a church. Some are at maybe a convention center. Who knows? But the idea is you have crafts to sell, and in our case, it would be 3D printed stuff. Pretty weird, I know. However, I did a search, 3D print, and then I put craft fair. I believe this is what I searched last time, and we got some good examples of what that looks like. That is not a good example, and if this is yours and you're watching this, my apologies, but I've seen some pretty awesome ones. Let's look at this. Now, one of the things that I belong to a Facebook group, and they talk about 3D printing as a business, and a lot of people will say as something that you should do is have a variety of items to sell and also a variety of price points, meaning have some little things like this down here selling for $5. Have another one that's $10 or $15, and then another section that's $20, $30, and then maybe one or two items that are like $50 each, because people come by and they have their expectations of what something will cost, but then they're like, well, maybe I'll just buy the $5 one because I think it's pretty cool, or something like that. Or someone will say, you know what, I really like that giant dragon that you printed. I'll pay you $50 for it. So you have something for everyone, because when they see your stuff, a lot of people just love playing with these things. Totally recommend that you have a variety of things. Now the question is, what do you sell? Because you can go over there and have a little, benchy, a little tugboat that you printed, but really? Really? Is someone really going to be that interested in it? So I found, and I've seen a lot of people say that they go to Patreon to subscribe to somebody, and when you do, you get permission to sell. Let's give you an example of one I've used in another video. They give you permission to sell your prints, because when you buy something, you actually don't have permission to buy it, or you don't have permission to sell it. You have permission to make it yourself. When you get a membership, you do get a commercial license. That's what it's called, the ability to, sell something that you bought from here, or that you get from her website in particular. Now, $10 a month. Imagine you printed one of, like this dragon right here for like $30. If you sell one of them, you're going to make the $10 you paid for her for that month with no problem. Let's say you sell 3 of them. Well, you're more than enough covered to pay for the $10 a month. So it does make sense to do something like that. And of course, you want to give them credit at your booth. And something you should consider is that when you are entering a craft fair, like this lady here, some of these fairs will charge you an upfront fee. They'll say, "Hey, you want to be here? You're gonna have to pay us $20 for the privilege of being here." And hey, if you're gonna be able to get money because people are gonna be going to this thing, sure, $20 sounds good. Others will say, "Hey, you can pay us 20, but you're also gonna give us 10% of your sales." Ouch! That starts to pinch a little bit, right? Because you could possibly be selling a lot of stuff, and how much can you make? I've seen people make, this is reported on our Facebook group. Some people make $2,000-$3,000 depending on the traffic of the craft fair. Some will come away with $100 for a weekend. Now it all depends on a lot of factors, but you have to be studying the market, study your area. Are you willing to go far away for one of these things? Are you willing to drive? Now, there are a lot of things to consider when you are on or going to a craft show. So I did a little research and I saw that somebody had made a checklist, and I'll put this link in the description below. But essentially is a checklist for when you go to a craft show, and it will help you get in the mindset of what you should be doing. And one thing that when I did mine, I had several people saying, hey, do you have a business card so I can contact you for other things that I want 3D printed? And I did not, because I was not ready for it. However, something you should consider, here's the list. I'll let you look at it later. You guys can go ahead and download it. And if you have some time, there is a YouTube channel dedicated to, talking about craft fair booths and how things are set up and what you can do better. So if you wanted some information before actually going to one, check out How to Craft Fair. I have not seen one of the videos, but I've heard people talking about it. So why not try it out? Because the more information you have about this, the better you're going to be doing at it. Also, what else? One thing you should consider is how much you're going to charge for a print. So that's a big issue. Now, some people have come up with formulas like, hey, for every hour it takes for me to print something, let's say this turtle here took about 3 hours to print. Well, I'm going to charge, at least $10 an hour. Or the thing is, people make up their own formulas to determine what it's worth. Now, if you don't value your time and you just say, well, I'll just charge $5 because it's small. Well, yeah, that's one way to go, but are you going to be able to make your money back? What if something breaks on the printer and now you have to make money from this to repair that? Is it going to be enough? That's something you need to consider, because you're not going to make money if you just keep selling at the very lowest amount. Another thing to consider is the type of printer. See, I'm not sure if you've noticed. Let me show you back over here. Some of these things, let's look at this one right here. Most of them are one color, right? This one is 2 colors. Well, this one's going to stand out, but that printer is going to cost you a little bit more to buy and to use than these other ones that are just single colors. So you got to consider, do I really want to sell more? Because multicolor prints tend to get more attention. They do for some reason. And that's something to consider. And anything else? I created my own little list here. And I think one thing to consider also is that you might want to learn how to design your own stuff. 3D print design software. Or some people, and this is very controversial, I'll just bring it up because I know you're going to talk about it or think about it. Some people actually go and download things and sell them. I've heard people say, hey, that if it's out there, I'm going to sell it. And other people say, no, that is a wrong thing to do because you don't have the right to sell it. So be aware, because if you do download these, someone can actually tell the promoter of your craft fair and say, hey, that person's selling things that are illegal, and you might get shut down. Again, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying it can happen. And another thing you have to consider is some places, some people will say, hey, if you're going to be at this craft fair, you need to show proof that you have some sort of insurance for what you're doing. And that might be another cost that you haven't considered. And these are all the things that you need to know before you start selling something, because you need to make money if you're going to go out and start a business, because that's actually kind of the point of starting a business. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it, because I find this stuff very interesting. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Don't forget to watch my other channels and my other videos, and have a great day.